Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, we will discuss how to write a Java program to check whether two strings are anagrams or not. So first of all, we will discuss what do we mean by anagram. So anagrams, basically we call two strings are anagrams to each other when both the strings have same set of characters. Maybe the orders of character in other string may be different. So let's take one example for the same. So here, if you look at this example, there are two string S and string T. So string S has T, E, S, A, four characters, right? And if you look at string T, this is also having four characters. So T was there in the string S, T is there in the string T as well. E is there, E is also in the T. S character is there was there in the string S, which is also present in the string T. Now A is there in the string S, and A is also there in the string T. So basically, we can say all the characters of string S are present in string T. Orders might be different, but they are all present in other string also. Hence, these string S and string T are anagrams. So how do we solve this problem? So we will solve this problem in two ways. So first we will discuss one approach. In this approach, we will bifurcate this problem into two segments. First of all, as we know that if suppose this string is having one more character, right? And this is having now five characters, and the string T is having four characters only. So this is basically we know from the length and from the size of the string, we know that one string is having five characters and another one is having only four characters. Hence, they cannot be anagrams because there must be one character which is extra in one of the strings. Hence, first check we check length of both the strings are same. Because if that is not then that means there are some extra characters present in one of the strings which are not present in another string, we can say in other words, like. So this is the first beginning check we'll have to put. Now let's check one case here. Now the length, the count of characters are same, but if you look at string s, h character is not present in t. Hence these both strings are not anagrams. How do we do this? So this is the second segment of problem. Now for this, what we do, first of all, we will sort the strings, sort the characters and string basically, right? Now after sorting, how s would look like? S would look like E H S T, right? T would look like A P S T, right? So we will check from the leftmost position, like if this character, leftmost character, is same to the leftmost character of the string T. It is not equal. Hence, from there only we can we can conclude that these strings are not anagrams. Now let's take the example of previous thing A. So it will become A, right? Now we will check from the leftmost character in string S, which happens to be A, and now leftmost character in string T happens to be A also. So hence we will move to the next iteration. H here, sorry, it would be E. So now E here is at the first position, first index. E is also present at the first index in string T. This character is also same in both the strings. Hence, we will move to next iteration. So we will iterate up to the last index element, index character, and verify whether all the characters are same. And hence after that we can conclude that both the strings are anagrams. So now let's write the right code for the same. So it will be returning boolean like true or false. In case of anagrams, we will be returning true. In case of not anagrams, we will be returning false. Hence, we are keeping boolean as the return type of this method. So this will take two string as input parameters, right? So let's write code for this first segment. If string 1 dot length is not equal to string 2 dot length. In this case, no need to do any computation, no need to do any put any logic, just simply return false. Now what happens if both the strings lengths are same? Then we will do one thing. We will go into the iteration of this loop up to from the leftmost position to the last index character. So for that we will use for loop. What would be the maximum limit of for loop? It could be any. You can take the length of a string 1 or a string 2 because they happen to be that they must be same. If this case, this if condition is fail, I mean it doesn't go inside this if condition, then it must the length of both the strings must be same. So you can take a string 1 dot length or a string 2 dot length. It won't matter. It would be same. Plus plus, right? So what we checked here, discussed in the second segment, if leftmost character or any character present at the same index in string 1 and in same index at string t, if they are not same, then we can directly return false, basically concluding that these strings are not anagrams. So for that we write code here, string dot array I is not equal to string dot to. One second, we did one mistake here. We discussed sort the characters of both string because without sorting we won't be knowing whether t is there or it might be different. So we have to sort it, then only we do comparison. So for that we will have to convert this into a string into character array. Let's say let's do like this. Okay, sorry guys, character, because this will string has the all the elements as character only, so it will be character array. Now int I equal to 0, same what we discussed earlier, same way we can write here. Now right, so now in earlier we were doing string dot caret, but we should be doing the same thing after sorting. So that is why we first converted this both the string into character arrays. Now we can say arrays dot sort char 1. Now this will sort the char 1, right? Likewise we have to sort the vector array 2 also. Now we will compare whether the character present at the ith index in character 1 array is not equal to character present at the ith index of character array 2. If this is the case, we can directly come out of the loop and return false. So now we have seen two segments, like if lengths are not same, then we are returning false. If any of the character present at the same index in both the character arrays are not same, then also we are printing false. Now if these both these conditions are not met, then we can say that our strings are anagram and hence we are returning true after this, right? So let's run it now. Let's call this method here as comma t. Right. So as we can see, this method is returning boolean. So to make it, you know, appear in the console, better output, we are saying if this method is returning true, then print strings are anagram. Else print strings are not anagrams. Correct. So basically, we are instead of just taking the boolean, we are trying to print out something on the basis of this boolean status. So let's run it now. So our initially this is the input for us. So strings are anagram. Now let's change the length of one of the string. Strings are not anagram. Now keep the length same and change the any one character. Strings are not anagrams. So guys, this is working fine, right? Now there is one other approach we can also try, which is by using hash map. So basically, in that approach, what we will do, we can use hash map for to iterate this string s and to count the correct occurrence of each character. For example, we can say how many times a is coming. A is coming one time. A is coming one time. Right. E is coming one time. S is coming one time. E is coming one time. Now, when we iterate through this string t, what we will do, whenever we will check whether this earlier hash map is having any of this character present or not. So whenever we find out that this character a is present in the hash map, then what we will do, we will decrement the value present for that particular key. So when we check that a is there, so we will first of all check whether there is any key present with the a character. Yes, there is present. We will decrement this one and make it 0. Likewise, we will keep on doing it. After iterating both the strings and doing our manipulations by decrementing the values, we will check if there is any key present which is not having value equal to 0, then strings are not anagram. So basically that case only will happen if there is any character which is extra relate comparing to the other string. So this program, I hope that you guys will try on the basis of the previous videos. You can see where I use the hash map to basically count the occurrence of each element. Using that, you can try this try to write code for this approach, and you guys can let me know in the comments whether you want me to discuss the code for the same approach or not. Thank you so much, guys. All the best.